Testing my voice. Okay, I'm just gonna doodle a little bit to warm up and see what I want to do. I was gonna do a tutorial in a second here. Well, I don't know. I don't know how I feel about my characters lately. Darkwood? Well, I'm not on Psi 1 right now, but I still use Psi 1 from time to time. Yeah, that should be possible. I should look up a reference. I'm kind of going at this blindly, but it's just for funny. I'm using Psi 1 right now. Psi 2, sorry. No, no. This does have a texture. All right, so I'm going to start doing like a tutorial review. And then maybe watch a bit of anime and draw what I see on screen. I mean, MST3K is a lot of content to sit through while you're working, so it's probably the best companion. Plus, there's like people talking, so it feels like you got friends. So it's a good companion. It's definitely a pretty good companion distraction. I'm doing life drawing and I'm trying to practice before I do my next session tonight so that I can get better results live. trying to work on just learning to put down the right value right away and not fuss with them after they're down. Need a blender here though. Anyway, whatever. All right, I'm gonna do my I'm gonna do a tutorial review. And then so forth, and so on and so forth. Let me just save this. Alright, I gotta make sure I don't flash the live stream explicit material, so give me a second. I'll delete that. Oh, I should put my little guy up here. I should get my little Nightmare Man up. There he is. Here's my little Nightmare Man. Alright, let's do it. Do I use 2 pens? What do you mean? Of course I have I have multiple pens. I have 3 pens now. I've upgraded. Time for the Phantom. Someone doesn't like my Phantom. I wonder who it is. My horror mask, my death mask. That Stingray will be back, but I don't know, I feel like I need to get the voice modifier back on, and then that's a pain in the ass to get running, and I don't know. Is the mask stuck? How about now? Ah. La 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 la. Wow. I just know it's good. Is there a way to make it more complicated? Can it increase its abilities, its skills? Right here. I mean, this is pretty good technology, I'll be honest. I'm doing my RoboCop face. Oh, fuck. Fuck me. Fuckity fuck. Let me save this as day 3. Okay. Let me shut this thing up and get some music playing so I can be a little less distracted here. I mean, even music's a little distracting, but less distracting than this dog shit anime that's playing right now. Alright. I guess so. Let's discuss what I'm doing right now. I don't want to try not to like drag these sessions too long because I need to be persistent and I don't always have the same amount of time every day. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to just review this tutorial clearly voiced and as introspectively as possible. So let's do that. I don't have any particular reason to pick these, but they're bite-sized enough to be functional to learning process and keep my mind open and juicy in a way that it'll be receptive to new ideas, which is kind of part of the work you need to do when it comes to having when you want to learn, is that you're when it comes to wanting to oh, sorry. See, I turned Discord on. See, this is the fucking problem. You can't have any shit on or you just lose your fucking train of thought. So, part of learning, this is like reading, this is like movie comprehension. It's all the same. And what happened, what the thing is I'm trying to communicate here very poorly, is that none of this stuff is free, even if you've done it a million times. Yeah, you gotta prime yourself every day, and if you haven't done it for a while, then you gotta, like, over a few weeks, get yourself up into it. You know, I've made you know, hundreds of comic pages, and even now I find myself in a situation where, you know, I'm trying to make comics, and because I'm not primed for the workload that's involved in making comics, like, I'm having a difficulty I know I've not had before, but that's also because I'm comparing myself to how I felt when I was in the swing of making comics, not at the start of making comics. So part of the role of, like, just doing these really simple tutorial reviews for me is to, first, I'm pretty rough when it comes to drawing on the tablet again. I'm not on a Cintiq or anything like that. I'm on just a regular old digitizer. And I'm just kind of rough on that, so I'm trying to keep myself sharp in that way. It really is kind of annoying, but I mean, it's just like, you don't go to the gym and go like, okay, I went to the gym 20 times, I don't have to go to the gym anymore. It's just not how it works. You have to maintain everything you want to keep. The only benefit from having years of experience is that once you get back into it, it's way faster than the first few times. So you've got, like, you know, knowledge, experience, and you've got, you know, muscle memory, you know, previously built muscle to, like, lean on to get you there faster. But the truth is that you gotta build up all this shit. This is why You know, when I think about people who are just starting out drawing and they're like, I'm gonna say something really rude, but when I think about people who are just start drawing and they're like, oh man, I want to draw more, but all my drawings come out. Sorry, I'll answer that in a second. I want to draw more, but all my drawings look like crap. And I'm like, if I look at their drawings and they look really dog shit, I'd be like, yeah, I'd give up too. And I mean that, I like, in a comedic sense, but also it's like if I woke up and all my drawings look like beginner drawings, I'd be like, well, what the fuck am I doing? Like, I'm gonna stop drawing. Like, and I'm saying that in the concept of like, when you start drawing, your only salvation is that you're too stupid to you're too ignorant to realize like how bad each stroke looks, if your goal of course is to improve or to have a specific look. I'm of the mind that if art makes you happy, then you don't have to improve it. You only need to improve it if it being not improved makes you unhappy. Improvement should only be a goal if it's in the way of your joy. If improvement is in the way of if you're improving but you're not happy, then there's a bigger problem and you need to assess what that problem is. But there's no part of art that should be a sacrifice to joy. It should be the end means to joy. Anyway, so the point I'm making is that and this is kind of an observation I made from when I've been starting to draw with my left hand, is I can see why beginner artists give up, especially if their ability to dissect art outpaces their ability to produce art. Because like when you start drawing, and if your expectations are like of a really like aesthetic looking art, your art's gonna just look really bad. it just looks gonna bad. And then so I'm bringing this up for a reason. The point I'm bringing this up is that, now imagine that scenario where you're a beginner artist, you've only been drawing a little bit, okay, and now multiply this concept. You're no longer a beginner artist, you've drawn for like 2 decades, 3 decades or whatever, and you're still beholden to your mood, experience, how much you've drawn that day, warm-ups, exhaustion, inspiration, discipline. So not only that, like imagine you were actually very good and you still had to like get to a good drawing, and a beginner doesn't even have that concept in mind. Like that, to them, when they start drawing, that's like the best they're gonna get at that point. There's no like improving slowly over time even during that session, right? It's kind of like locked into a spot. But like my ability to perform as an artist like is pretty low in the first hour, and then it ramps up to pretty high in about 3 or 4 hours, and then you can probably sustain that for another 3 hours, and then after about 8 hours, this is where it starts to like really crater, and then by 16 it's like you're functioning but you're sacrificing the next day's output for today's results. So when I bring these ideas up because like I always remind myself that like however hard art may feel, or I'm like, oh, it's so annoying, I have to relearn this. There's like people who just their expectation of art is kind of crazy because they don't even like they don't even have the experience to understand that even like if they ever did achieve the skill factors they're looking after, that's ephemeral. That's not a thing that they get to just, oh, I got it. It's not like they didn't catch it like a Pokemon and then you always get it. It's like something you actually have to maintain. And then you not only you have to maintain it, but it now becomes part of your life. You don't just, if you're an artist and you want to seriously improve, you have to come to the acceptance that you're now that artist guy, even to other artists in your group. You're the guy that draws all the time. This is if you're, once again, if you want to improve quite a lot, you need to become that guy who's always has a sketchbook, that guy who's always drawing. It's not just like you draw a bit, you do tutorials, and now you draw good, and then the end. This is a hobby and a thing that just takes. So it requires so much of you to perform at any kind of decent level that you just, if it hasn't become part of like your identity, it really isn't ever gonna get to a point where you are going to improve. It's just the way. I'm not saying that guarantees improvement, but I'm just saying like the threshold is high for the commitment, the daily commitment required, the yearly commitment required for any kind of significant improvement. So all that just to say, one of the things that's important for me recently is to kind of reinvestigate how I learned art when I first started, which was pretty slapdash, pretty scatterbrained, and that's just because I was an undiagnosed ADHD, neurodivergent learning difficulty kind of person. And when I attach that label to me, I think it's easy for people to just assume like I'm over exaggerating or playing it up. But I literally, my memory of school was every year from like basically from first grade to like 8th grade or 9th grade, it was every year, 1 or 2 times a year, like having to do a test to see if I'm like if I belonged in the remedial class, having been put in the remedial class for a brief amount of time, and then the remedial class saying like this person doesn't belong here, just because I was so deeply uninstructable, if that makes any sense. I was just it was like and part of so understanding that like that's my reality, it really kind of puts a stronger case as to why like I gravitated towards trying to make tutorials and teaching other people or explaining this, because I'm pretty much the worst case scenario as far as getting me as a student. I'm probably like, not so much now that I have a better perspective, but I wouldn't want to teach me if I didn't know who I was. I'd be like, oh fuck this guy. And it's not entirely just neurodivergent issues. There's like being a little smart aleck piece of shit. There's oppositional defiance disorder, ego. There's all sorts of little things that make it a harder process. But for me, what I've been trying to do is really put my finger on like there are people out there who just, they go to art class, a teacher tells them to do something, and then they start doing that thing, and then it works, and then they got better at art. And then when they're asked how they got good at art, they're like, oh, I don't know, I just drew a lot. And then they can't explain it because there's nothing to explain. They were just like, you know what I mean? They were just told to do this, and then they did it, and then it works. So they can't really communicate exactly what they did because they just applied whatever information that was told to them. They didn't try to reinvent the wheel. They were just like receptive to advice early, applied that advice, and then it worked out. So a lot of my tutorials and a lot of the things I try to communicate, and believe me, I know I haven't been outputting my tutorials a lot, and a lot of the issue is just that I'm having a hard time sorting out. I have like a lot of ideas. I'm constantly coming up with ideas, and it's just my biggest problem, and this is kind of why I'm doing these videos, and I'm trying to push myself into just being more accessible every day, is my problem, one of my biggest problems as an artist, and I think for a lot of people, is it's not a information problem. It's not like I don't have access to the information, although like, good classes or getting like tutored, I'm sure helps more than trying to learn this yourself. But it's a organization, a sorting your mind problem. It's a condense. It's like a getting everything in order problem. No amount of extra tutorials are going to help the fact that you're not looking at them and you're not applying them and you're not learning them accurately. So this is part of the reason I'm just like, it doesn't matter which tutorial I do today, I just have a bank, and there's probably others I'm more interested in. But the thing that helps you improve, the thing that makes you get better, is daily focused practice. And it's not doing a million hours of it every day. It's just, you know, putting 1 or 2 hours aside every day and saying, I'm doing this, and not getting too hard on yourself, not expecting those results right away, and then you know, accumulating that over the months and the years. And so part of the thing I'm doing here with me just not trying to make tutorials but reviewing them, is, for me, I get a lot of my own, like, I answer a lot of questions not being asked or presented in the tutorial by just engaging it with it and earnestly. So, you know, if I like look at this and I ask you know, see what it's telling me, and then I ask questions, I just tend to be that kind of person. I don't just like immediately take what I see as the gold standard, though I always try now more so than before to really be open-minded to whatever the teacher is learning, whatever is being taught, without like automatically dismissing something. It's kind of still hard not to do it. Sometimes it's just like, I don't know about this, etc. But the idea is that for me, my biggest flaw as a learner, and I think for a lot of people of a specific ilk, is they just don't have a strategy to quiet down their mind, sit down and absorb the material, even if it's just for 30 minutes. You know, they start absorbing the material and their brain goes crazy, and it's like, oh, I'm going to do this, I'm going to apply it this way, I'm going to do this, and then they like the advice gets kind of like buried in like crazy manic, you know, interpretation of what's saying, but without really fully absorbing and organizing your mind around what is actually being taught. And I mean, I'm still susceptible to that now. I was doing 3D tutorials where there's like a step-by-step process, you know, how to model a body, and you know, I kept making assumptions of what part gets extruded first. You know, I'll watch the video and I do, okay, and then I try to model it, and only until I actually sat down and started to actually like draw, like manually draw every step over and over, did I realize legitimately how much stuff I was bypassing, ignoring, and not applying. And this is just an inattention issue, like, and you know, like I said, due to ADHD, that's pretty much the biggest flaw of anyone with ADHD, is just like lack of attention, like inattention. You're constantly needing to be stimulated, and if something you're being taught is not immediately like if you're not immediately applying what you're being taught almost that very second, then you don't feel like your brain kind of switches off. So for me, so one of the things, you know, that I've been doing is to help with all that is just like, I think it's a bad assumption to think that patience and discipline is free. And I mean, I think that's clear, especially with discipline, but I think, you know, earning patience is a real thing. I think building up patience, I think every single, like, even with imagination and like using your mind's eye, I think it's easy to be like, I can't do this right now, it means I can't do it at all. And I can understand that feeling, especially if you're a person who's going to be, if you're a person that's going to be like, you're going to try to lift 100 pounds and you never lifted 100 pounds before, and then it's not moving and you're like, well, I can't, it's not possible, my body is not able to do this. But that's not true. It's just, you know, it's just that it feels like that, right? So So, but I think with a lot of things, especially like, you know, drawing from imagination and visualizing and all these like things that seem improbable or impossible, like for me, you know, I never thought I could improve my handwriting, but you know, here I am, you know, a few months after I started earnestly attempting to improve it every day, that you know, my writing's improved significantly. It's not like where I'd want it to be, but it's definitely not where it was. And that just came down to not making up an excuse like, oh, I'm unteachable, or you know, handwritings are stuck a certain way and you can never change it. Learning that I need to pay attention, you know, not just assume, you know, if my, you know, if my letters aren't matching the guide exactly, then I'm not doing it correctly, and like being more strict with my, being more disciplined and more strict with my output, instead of just being like, I filled up a bunch of sheets and now I'm done. It's not, it doesn't, that doesn't really matter. If you fill up a bunch of sheets over and over with a bunch of bad cursive, then nothing's changed. You just still write just as poorly as before. One very well slowly drawn, slowly written sheet of cursive is infinitely more useful for you in the long run. And that's the kind of concept I'm trying to apply to myself, where it's like, I'm just tired of like trying to learn anatomy by drawing the same references over and over, and looking at a muscle and being like, okay, I know how that works. I'm going to, you know, I've drawn this and now I'm going to be able to draw it forever. And it's just the amount of anatomy and the amount of times I've drawn the human body. If it worked like that, then I'd be a master painter, and it's just not how it works. It's, you need to reassess, you need to review your work, you need to keep going back to it. Otherwise, and especially if you have, like I said, learning difficulties, it's just gonna poof out on you, and you're just gonna stumble back into your old methods, because they're comfortable and they're reliable. So anyway, I haven't even started this tutorial. I kind of went on a tangent, but that's kind of the goal of these videos anyway. These are stream sessions anyway. I like this arm, but I drew it in a drapery thing. I'm going to read a few of these things. I'm going to give some thoughts on what I think about it. So here's another thing. So right now I'm having a hard time just like imagining myself stopping talking, because once again, this is like my brain's racing here. And then like taking a breather. So I need to like stop, breathe, prepare myself to take this information and like earnestly apply it. So I can't just like yada yada draw these things. This is the I'm doodling this because like I'm talking, but this is the passive way to learn, and it's really not going to benefit me in the long term. So what I really need to do now, you give me a second, is to actually read what I'm doing here. So now I'm going to read the part B of draping fabric now, and then I'll give you my thoughts on it. So I'm going to read this first part first. Actually, I'm going to go like this. So I'm going to section this off as my first point of attention. So nice chunk, nice simple chunk. So fabric which sags between 2 points will crease and zigzags. All right. Every time, I don't know. I'll take a look. I might have to look at some reference. This is what he's talking about. Look for the gesture in fabric. I'm assuming they mean this. Yeah, I guess I do see that. So I assume they mean like this goes up like this. I mean, it does make it look nicer. It's not always going to be an accurate approach, but so this discussion here is, I guess, when you do your zigzags, they need to go. So I didn't draw them correctly here. So then this would have to be like this, like this, like this, like this. Tight. This would be more accurate. So tight at first, and then increase over time. Okay, that's a good observation. Width of each zigzag, blah, blah, did that. Look for gestures, absorb that information. I'm trying to do more conceptual gesture work and gesture. I'm trying to do. What is a gesture? What does a gesture look like? They don't look like clowns. A jester. They have clown hats. Sorry, I'm getting wicked distracted here. 1 second. That's a clown. Oh, Jester has those two little dingles. This is a Jester. What a silly guy. So we don't want to do Jester drawings. You want to do... So you want to keep an eye on Jester. I'm going to just write these. So I'm going to do... I'm going to do cursive just because it's actually quite faster. Narrow to wide. Zig. What a weird zag. What a weird word to. What a weird word to write. I've never written zigzag and zig. Oh my god. Zag. Alright. Feels very strange to write that word in cursive. Let's see. Look for gesture. You know, I never... this is probably a good way to draw an L. I still gotta get my capitals, a good set of cursive capitals. Look for... gesture. And... all right, so, and then to this extent, two sides. What does this mean? Does this mean the bottom's complex? This is not self-evident. I'm going to assume if one side is complex, the other side is simplified to kind of balance out the idea. So it's like this side's complex and this side's simple, this side's complex and this side's simple from a graphic perspective. I don't know what this means. I'm going to just assume that's what it intends to say. All right, next part. Let's see. Let's see. I'm going to read this part next. Fabric thickness will affect how much stress is required to make folds crack. Leather and silk will not behave the same. All right. So I guess this is in relation to, like, if something's stiff and being held, it's like, so it's, let's say it's leather won't crack, it'll just like bow out, right? So I guess something like silk will just be a bunch of like these shapes. sorry, smaller, then bigger, then bigger. So I'm gonna do both. If we're making like silk, the best approach would be to make sure there's a lot of these little hoops because it's very pliant. I think is the idea. Being stated here, I'm not quite sure, but I'm going to take that as the advice. Ow, hit my leg. I should be looking at reference. So after this, I'm going to have to look at some reference and then identify. I don't want to do that part, but I really need to. So I guess silk should always kind of be really kind of rounded. And then, you know, something like velvet and so, or like other materials, cotton, might bend a different way, you know, linen. So like something like a tough linen might be like just two folds at most. Even more subtle, something like this. I'm assuming this is the lesson to be learned here. Keep an eye on that sort of thing. Lots of tiny little folds. Go here. No reason to shade, it just, I like how this green looks, so any reason to use it, I will apply it. What are next? What are next? Let me save that. And then let's see. Next bit, let's go here, and then I'm going to take a short break, grab a drink, and then we'll do some free draw. I'll do some drapery draw, and then I'll do a free draw, and that'll be the end of that session. Okay, so fabric describes form. This is kind of a vague statement, but I'm going to assume it's the observation I made here. Use creases to describe and pull and fold. Use creases to describe pull and fold. Pull and fold. Tension can be sharp points and bulky weights. The tension can also be something that's heavy pulling down as well, not just where it's being pinched up. I guess that's what the argument from the previous one, where tension points is like where things are being restricted from, but also the idea that tension should be also considered as, you know, if there's something in the bag that's heavy, you should also consider that as a point. So if you have like heavy knockers, that's pulling down just as much as the clothing's holding them up, right? So the tension points actually would be coming up. So if you got some old boobers and they're pretty big, The tension really should be coming from two spots, not just one. This is the observation I'm making to become a better artist, not just being a creep. So the tension points could be coming from here and here, and then the fold point is here. And that would, so you'd have folds coming down here, and then you'd have, you know, tension points coming from that area, from the bottom as well, kind of applying pressure downwards and upwards. So that's an interesting concept that I wasn't really applying in my mind, that, you know, the weight of the material in the clothing can apply a lot of tension. Oh, you can't see what I'm drawing. I can see it. I see it on my preview. Is it not showing? I've been recording the whole time, so it's not like it's not here. Oh, are you just listening to me? Well, anyway, let me know if you guys can actually see it, because I don't want to be drawn for nobody. That'll be weird. I can do that normally, and I don't have to be live. Anyway, point is, if the weight is heavy enough, the tension can come down from here. The tension can come down to here versus up here. Where's the... Okay, I'm trying to see. I see that it's because I have a very small window of focus, because I made my window pretty wide. Here, let me just do this. There, that should be better. Sorry about that, guys. Thanks for letting me know. Did I make this little window a little too... Let me see if I can shrink it a bit. There you go. I was zoomed in quite a lot for some reason. Oh, well, thanks for letting me know. I didn't know it was so zoomed in. Okay, so anyway, this will be, I think this is more visible now, right? Coolio. Well, thanks for letting me know. Anyway, so I guess if there's something heavy in this bag, like this, a cool bag, and it's got an anvil in here. If you got an anvil in a bag, the tension points come from kind of a lot of places, right? They come from, they'd come from here, and they'd come from down here. So this would be outward tension. This would be gravity tension. This would be tension pushing upwards or downward, depending on how you're thinking about it metaphysically. And this tension is pulling it up if it's on a string, right? And then that's how you... And so I guess the idea is that when you're thinking about clothing, it's really better, or material, cloth and folds, fabric. It's better to think about it as a way of figuring out where all your tension points are and then to draw, than to think about it as like, oh, folds should go here because that's what looks nice. So if you want nice consistent folds, the first thing you should do is to look at, you know, if someone's got a cape on, although capes are pretty difficult, you know, you look at all the tension points. So I know the shoulder is, and if they have, you know, breasts, it would be up here. And then you have the collar as its own tension point, and then you can start building it from there. All the folds from there. Right? I think that's the concept, at least. Which is not naturally how I do this, and it seems pretty evident that you probably should approach it more that way than be like, this is where I know folds go to look good, not this is where the fold goes because this is where the tension is. I really don't. Like, I mean, this is the thing is like, I think people need to understand you can go quite a long time as an artist drawing what in a way that people feel is quite skillful. And you're just kind of like wielding art like a wild man, like a weird wildebeest. Like you're not, you're like a, maybe you're predator, you have some like skill that's innate to you, but it's like very like unmastered. So you can like, you know, when art looks good, but you don't really know how, or you don't know really the mechanics behind it. So you're like, I know what to do to make this look good. I've seen it, I've drawn it, I'm gonna just make those shapes. It's not exactly the same as I know what makes this look good and I can recreate it from every angle because I know exactly the forces in play. It's, you know what I mean? Like, for instance, I'll give you an example. I knew when you drew an arm for a long time, if you ever draw an arm, that if you draw an arm, you should do a shape like this. You know, here's the arm. And what I'm talking about is this shape here. Like, but I didn't really have an understanding as to what that was, how it looks from every angle, what exactly I am looking at, why that's like that, where did this connect into, you know what I mean? Like it's like a very surface level concept from a graphic, a visually graphic, appealing kind of like a graphic style kind of sense, but it isn't a deep or structured understanding of it. You know, and I still have issues with this whole area, this whole like the way this muscle wraps around. This whole thing is still like throwing me for a loop. The way that the arm works, the way that like this muscle here, I'm still trying to learn it, and it's still not something I grasp fully. And it's just part of the reason is I just never sat down and then took the time to just internalize it. And like I said, I am a little bit at a disadvantage because of, you know, inattention and so forth, but that's not an excuse, and I needed to just find a better way to internalize that. And if that requires me to have to use flashcards, then fine, that's what I need to do. Although I don't think I need to. I think I just need to sit down and look at them, name them, and then draw how they're supposed to be drawn, and do it enough times over a week that it's like write notes, and then when I forget, I just review my notes. But I shouldn't have to be relearning how this is supposed to look, you know, every few years. I should be learning it once, and then making notes, and then just reviewing my notes and going, oh yeah, okay, it's like that, and then reminding and refreshing, instead of being like, looks like I gotta learn anatomy again, you know, over and over every few years. It should be learned once, that's it. And that, and you know, if anything, if you do more learning, that learning should just be to build upon what you know, not to, you know, refresh and rebuild the whole knowledge base. You know, like this area, I can fake it, but not. But I shouldn't have to. I should just be able to know what that all this shit is. How this stuff folds in on itself. Right now, I've been. Sorry, I'm kind of done with the folds thing. I kind of picked up on this last part, and I'm wrapping this whole thing up. This whole little lesson up now, so I'm done with that. Regardless, now I'm in trying to like really break down like legs and knees, and then learning that like, you know, if this is the hips, and if I've got like, I'm looking at a knee moving forward, So this is a person sitting down with their knees, and then there's like, there's a very distinct muscle group that kind of goes like this from the hip line down to the inside, and then there's this whole knee part, and the knee is kind of like this thing. So if you were to draw it from a little bit from above, you know, here's your hips, and then you got this sort of thing, right? And then you've got a muscle that comes out here, and you got these muscles, and then you got the knee. But learning to like reaffirm this like structural line that I've like never really put into play before, and then repeat that over and over and over until it like becomes part of my art language instead of just like a cool little trick I can use. Like it really needs, when it's extremely useful information, you need to make it part of just the default way you break things down, not just like as a like, oopsie, I got myself into trouble, how do I get out of this? Certain things out there are just too useful to be negligent, to not integrate into your art. Stuff that like is shorthand that I think is pretty useful, like there's times for learning little shorthands. Like for instance, when I think about a knee, I know now that I need to think about a knee as this sort of shape. Okay, and it isn't because this doesn't really give me enough information to tell me everything I need to know, but it gives me enough information to know there's a bunch of things coming in play here that I'm not fully aware of, and I need to be more diligent in learning, because and what this represents is basically there's a muscle here, there's a muscle here, there's another muscle here, right? And then there's, and the shin comes here, and then there's two muscles, there's a muscle here. So this shape isn't as much a like get me out of jail card as much as it is a there are things around this that you sort of know about and you need to learn more of and to make room for. So, you know, I can still keep drawing knees, you know, just with a circle. But then when I find myself where I'm like, I want to make a more realistic knee, I know I need to like be like, okay, I need to make room for this sort of shape. And what does that represent in my art? What does that represent in my understanding of anatomy? But you can still just draw a knee like, you know, stupid, goofy style, you know, low detail knee. Based on whatever style you have in play. You don't need to get hyper detailed every single time. I don't know. So that's it for this portion. Actually, let me save this and then do my second part here. I'm gonna save out to B. Nuke this, and I need to go to. I'm going to look up some reference on the old Pinterest. Actually, maybe I could get it on Same Energy. I try to avoid Pinterest as much as I can. I'm going to look up. I'm really bad with clothes, honestly. Not the worst, but like I'm going to write hoodie. Oh, it's all just garbage. Oh my God, this is pretty embarrassing. Alright, let's see if I can make this work for me. Maybe something a little more foldy. I think I'm going to shorten it right down to here. I'm going to put some loss on. Okay. That should be good. Maybe a few more boxes. Okay. There it is. I'm going to take a quick break. I'll be right back. Yeah, it's my own tool I made to reduce over-reliance on your reference. Gotta take my morning medication. 1 second. Okay, I'm back. I'm gonna do a quick doodle of this, and then I'm gonna watch a bit of anime and doodle, and then we'll be done. One second, I gotta check an email I just missed for some reason. All right, back to work. I don't know if I'm doing well, but I'm trying to keep going. And so here I am. So this is just a copy. And so in essence, I don't know if I'm learning a lot from this. So I actually do have to apply the ideas I learned. So I'm going to increase the loss so that I'm using it even less. Or actually, let me get the median up really high. There. That'll give me just an idea of the form without allowing me to really see the details.
Some of them are taken from fashion houses, like the house of St.
Oh, it's not on. I haven't turned it on right now. It's just my normal voice.
There's the house of Dupree, that's one of the longest running. The house of Adonis, LaBeija, Candaris. So many houses open and close, you can't keep track.
Oh, I gotta turn that off because I'll get copyright restricted. Forgot. So from this blurred image, what I'm trying to do is now, because I'm missing a lot of information, I now have to reconstruct this from tension points. So what I'm going to apply here is this idea that these folds get wider and wider. I'm not sure that's the best thing to apply here. I always find that sleeve folds are kind of difficult because I don't want it to look too bundled. I mean, it's not really a game, but it's the intent is to improve my ability to visualize and learn. I guess art is a kind of game. But yeah, this is a tool I made to help me not over rely on reference material. So what I want out of this is just a tension point here. There's a tension point here. So there's this sort of thing going this way, this way, this way, and this way. There's tension points up here where the collar's connected. So this should be tight and then go wider and wider. Conceptually, the sleeves are its own little headache. Not really sure what to do with all that information. So let me get rid of the median. Let's increase the brightness here. So if I were to isolate some of these shapes, I'll find there's definitely like a little cone here. There's another cone here. So I think really what it comes down to drawing is you want to find these little cones, and they're usually almost always stemming out of the tension points. And even this thing here, you can even kind of try to find little cones coming out this way. I think this is a pretty reliable way to kind of deal with tension points in a consistent way across the board. Definitely the issues with this thing. This pipe fold it does here. It like looks weird, and it's just because it's a series of little diamonds. So it's like when you're looking at this, you know, when you're looking at a sleeve, there's this kind of bunching. So this is the kind of the opposite of the other fold. So the other fold was like, it goes down like this, right? The drapery. The drapery fold is tight at first and gets looser and looser because the tension points are up here. But in this case, because the tension point is here, right? Or up higher. And then, so it's kind of like very little restriction. And then as it gets closer to the base, the tension points show up at the bottom, right? Where the sleeve is. So then to naturally make this look better, like from a conceptual, is to do the opposite of this fold. So you want to tighter bunches at the bottom and then gradually decrease the bunching. And then build little triangles from that. And that should provide you better results, I think. Like I said, it's one thing to look at it and innately know how to make it look nice, and it's another to dissect it in a way that's reproducible, where you're just like, you can't really screw it up. If you if you build it this way, it's always going to kind of look good. Versus being like, you reference it, and then if you match the reference, it'll look good, but then you don't know how to really repeat this. So from this context, essentially, as you get further away from the tension point, the more you should release that zigzagging tension, right? The looser it should start getting as it frees itself from the tension. And so using that logic, we're just using it in reverse, since it's on the cloth and on the arm, the tension is all in the sleeve. Now this tension goes like this until it meets the next tension point, which is up here, which is in the armpit area and the shoulder area. Now we got like a free floating cloth, and we can start applying these fold ideas more and more. And with some subtlety, of course, to make it look decent enough. But I think that kind of summarizes this idea a little more in a more mechanical way, instead of always having to guess how this is supposed to look like. So the learning session's over. Just so if you guys ever wanted to see what it's like to have like a pretty fruitful tutorial review, this I'd say is pretty decent enough. And you'll notice I didn't just do a bunch of drawings and references of cute girls, hoping that I'll get better, which is the ultimate unfortunateness, is that you can't just draw a bunch of cute girls as reference cute girls and they get really good at that. You can get pretty far, but nowhere near the expertise you might want. So, like I said, the point isn't that I have to make my own tutorials. A lot of what I need to glean is already kind of deep inside my brain, and it's more about stimulating it and being persistent, and then drawing and vocalizing, and then applying it. So the tutorial's quality is good, but it's not even that important. That the quality of the tutorial is not as important as how you engage with it, is the point I'm making. And if you're not even engaging with any of your tutorials, then there's no amount of amassing of that information that's going to help you in the long run. So. I might have to do a call soon. Oh shit, let me see if I can call now. I might have to mute to do the call. Give me one moment, guys.
membership in the United Nations effective immediately.
In spite of heavy international criticism, Hot World President Kerry Beoluk declared that his country will no longer cooperate with any UN organization. The UN, in turn, has voted to impose sanctions against the Hot World Republic, telling each of its members to disassociate themselves with any future military or business alliances involving the rogue nation.
It has now been 3 months since the Republic of Hot World terminated its membership in the United Nations, and today the Republic of Asham, the only country on Earth to have maintained a relationship with Hot World, also announced its sudden withdrawal from the world body. President Beoluk revealed the republics of Hot World and Asham have formed a military alliance and established an organization to negotiate with the UN on various internal issues.
For those who may have forgotten, the Republic of Hot World President Kerry Beoluk, who has been described amongst other things as the devil and the reincarnation of Hitler, turned 52 today.
Celebrating his birthday today in Hot World's capital city, he announced that 3 additional nations have now joined his military alliance. If true, it would give new credibility to Hot World's leadership, rule, and opposition to the UN, and would severely increase the level of global tension. In his speech, President Beoluk criticized the UN Agency for Science and Technology, which is preparing to institute the Earth Energy Preservation Program, also known as the Mantle Plan. He particularly singled out the originator of the plan, Dr. Nambu, accusing him of leading the world on a path of destruction. The total destruction of Mile, the capital city of the Triad Republic, has led to panic around the globe. The Republic of Hot World has denied any connection to the incident, but UN leaders remain suspicious.
What say you, Nambu?
I believe we're entering the critical phase of a plan being carried out by dark forces to undermine the Earth's stability. As you know, the effects of long-term environmental damage forced us to draft the Mantle Plan and to preserve our planet's energy sources.
So, you think Hot World wants to disrupt international politics by subverting the Mantle Plan?
It's not as simple as that, Chief Anderson. Our true enemy is not Hot World, but an organization in its shadow. Our intelligence says this affected Hot World's decision to secede. The Republic of Hot World is just a front. The anonymous dark forces operating under the surface present the real danger.
How do you know it exists? How are you able to detect its presence?
Since the beginning of this year, we've been tracking pockets of low air pressure occurring around the globe. We believe these pockets were created artificially.
What are you talking about? Humanity can't control the weather.
During the same time frame, a number of scientific facilities around the world critical to the Mantle Plan were destroyed. and a core of elite scientists associated with the program disappeared without a trace. Now, I'll overlay the air pressure grid with a grid detailing the acts of sabotage. As you can see, there certainly appears to be a correlation.
This proves nothing, Doctor. It simply shows that the scientists tend to disappear on cloudy days.
That would be true, Dr. Kessler, except for what's inside.
What is that thing?
We're not sure. It's about 400 meters in size, possibly a craft of some kind.
A man-made object?
I didn't say that.
I've heard enough, Doctor. Man-made indeed. You're wasting the Commission's valuable time with these ridiculous fantasy theories. And another thing, the only way you could have obtained these long-range images is through the misuse of our datacom satellites. And that's reserved for the use of our meteorologists.
I've asked for permission to tap into the satellite's transmission matrix more than once, Dr. Kessler, and each time you've turned me down with no explanation. This was important.
If you persist in challenging my authority, I'll demand the Assembly issue a formal complaint!
Hold on. If what Dr. Nambu says is true, this shadow organization is a great...
What? You mean our enemy Galactor now turns out to be space aliens? I bet they look like a giant insect with giant legs and a mouthful of sharp teeth.
We've no idea what they really look like, but since they've been undetected, we can assume they look like humans. Continue to monitor their ship and keep me updated.
Alright, I'm back. Sorry about that, I had to make a call.
なんだ君は関係者以外立ち入り禁止だぞ
私も銀河一周旅行行きたい。
何
私も銀河一周旅行行きたい。
あのねお嬢ちゃん銀河一周旅行はね武術トーナメントに優勝しなくちゃいけないんだよあの男たちと戦うんだよ
うん、する。私戦っちゃう。
これは面白い。思わぬ飛び入りにお客様も大喜びであります。
こんなったな変な子が入ってきちゃったよおい嬢ちゃん痛い目に遭わないうちに早いとこ帰んな
最初はあなたからやるのね。
これは気の強い少女です。さすがのハンマーマンもタジタジだ。
なんだ今のパンチはいくら小娘でもこの俺様に手を挙げるとは許せねえ死ねえかわした
ルー行きます
ね
無敵のハンマーマンが一人の少女の手によって葬り去られたのであります。
さあ次はあなたの番よ。さあ私と腕比べしましょう。
待て、こう見えても俺はフェミニストなんだ。お嬢ちゃんとやり合うわけにはいかないよ。
何よそんなこと言って逃げるつもり？
そうじゃねえ。ただ俺は女の子とは戦いたくねえんだ。
やだい、おじさんと戦って
So she's like an elf or something?
決闘はしね
するったらする。
え。しねえったらしねえ。
その勝負すでについた。この勝負お娘の勝ちだ。
なんだって？
Why is Master Chief in this?
随分妙なこと言ってくれるじゃねえか。どうして俺の負けなんで？
私がそう決めたからだ。
何？
発表します。今年度英国武術トーナメントの優勝者は飛び入りのエルフの少女に決定しました。それでは早速表彰式を。
おい。
やだ私やだ。私まだこのおじさんと戦ってないもん。こんな風に優勝したって私ちっとも嬉しくないもん。
よせ。
They're wrestling.
いやーパレやパレ、見事な勝ちっぷり。さあ娘、これが優勝の盾と帝国一周旅行の目録だ。受け取れ。
立ち上がれ。俺はまだくたばっちゃいねえぜ。
すごい。私のキックを受けて立ち上がったのはあなたが初めて。すごい。
なんだと？ふざけるな。人が下で出てりゃつけ上がりやがって。あんまりコケにするといくら女の子でも。そうか、分かったぞ。てめえらみんなグルだったんだな。帝国武術トーナメントなんて抜かしやがって。最初から敵レースだったんだ。やっと分かったぞ。
言わせておけば無礼者め。
こちらにおわすをどなたとここれる。
あがましい。死ねー。バカな、この一撃をかわすとは。ちくしょう、やっぱりつるんでたな。
She's got like, she's just like got little wings. I don't understand.
燃える燃える。真っ赤な炎には赤のワインが格別だ。良い眺めじゃのう。自己紹介が遅れた。娘よ、私は銀河を司る帝国の王子マスカット・タイラーだ。
王子様？
訳あって諸国暗夜の隠密旅行を思い立ち、その友を選ぶためこの度の武術大会を開催した。ところが決勝戦ともなると、詫びも錆びもない力バカの男どもばかりが残りおって、ほとほと興ざめしておったところへやってきたのがお前だ。一問二もなく優勝を決めたわけだが、何か質問はあるかな？今回の旅は完全に秘密にしたい。帝国の名を出すことはもとより、私のポケットマネー以外は一切使用できず、いつ帰るともわからぬ無期限旅行だ。それでも来るかな？
行く。小さい頃から私、銀河中の星々を見て回るのが夢だったんです。
よし、明日第101ブロックのナショナルエアポート、そこで旅券を渡す。
ヤッホーヤッホー。
待ちなお二人さん、まだ勝負はついちゃいねえぜ。
あなたは？
あれぐらいのことじゃ俺は参らないぜ。何事も徹底してやらないと気が済まないたちでね。行くぜ。
おっと、ほほう、これはこれは。
見たかおっさん、また旅と女中劇のエキスさ。 人間には何でもないがエルフにはバッチリだぜ。
あっぱれあっぱれ。KK とやら見直したぞ。お前とその娘は同率1位とする。明日お前にも帝国旅行の旅券を渡すとしよう。詳しいことはその娘から聞くがよい。喧嘩はいかんぞ。
おい待てよおっさん、おっさんおっさん。ちんなこと言っても5時間は目が覚めねえぜ。よいしょ。
Elf 17.
ああ。
Shit. Like I even care. Like I even like her. Who would like an elf? Who could like an elf? Uh-oh, we can't show boobs on Twitch. You gotta be really careful. Don't show boobs. It says there's no adult. It says there's no boobs. Crude humor, violence, and contains language.
What? 何言ってやんで。あんまりお前が長いなもんで心配して見に行ってやったんじゃねえか。
口実よ。
だってよ、いくら呼んでも返事がねえし、ドアには鍵がかかってるし。
嘘。私のヌードが目当てだったんでしょ。
バカ言うね。お前の貧
Did you
相
say
な裸と
nudo?
誰が見るか。
貧相じゃないもん。胸だって今年になって3センチも大きくなったんだから。
おい。
へ、せいぜいその
Touch talking about breast sizes.
自慢の羽もや
Come
って
on.
おい。
何よ。
なんで。
私はいささか腹が減った。食事にしようと思うのだが。
Come on,
両名
man.
とも食べるであろうな。
Come on, Fats.
いただきます。美味しそう。運転手って料理もできちゃうんだ。すごいな。
いやー、それほどでもないですよ、ブーちゃん。
それでは食するとしようぞ。
いただきます。
美味である。
いけるぜおっさん。
They're eating space Japan food.
白滝はもらった。
肉だ肉。
あ、肉ばっかり。
いいじゃねえか、ケチケチすんなよ。
私だって食べたいもん。
食い意地張ると太るぜ。
何よ。
なんで。なんだ。
調べてきます。これはいかん。エンジンが大暴走だ。このまま加速が続くと次期超高速ドライブに突入します。出力制御不能、座標設定不能。
なんだと運転手、どこにワープするかわかんないって言うのか。
まあよい。どうせ気ままな旅、この際成り行きに任せよう。
面白くなりそう。
宇宙船だ、落ちるぞ。
どういうわけだよこれは。
おかしいな。今朝見た時は艦長だったんすけどね。
よしなさいよ、ケンケン。
よいよい。よいではないか。
でもよ、これからどうすりゃいいんで。
もし見たところお前さん方旅の人だね。
はい、そうですけど。
わしらはこの辺りの村のものじゃ。お困りのようだが、もしよかったら力をお貸ししよう。
おお、それはありがたい。
助かるぜ。
Igatai. Wielding a
さよ
sword.
う。私は銀河大帝星で呉服問屋を営むマスカット・テイラーというの。
俺は経験。
私はルー。
私は運転手。
思わぬ事故でこの星に不時着したのだが、せっかくであるから見物していきたい。何か名所旧跡はあるかな？
見物といってもこのアラハス、見ての通り砂と岩ばかりの星でして。遺跡を案内してあげたらどうかの。あ、長老。お客人、珍しい遺跡が近くにありますじゃ。案内して差し上げよう。
It's a blob in this. Weird. It should blob like that. Maybe it's just my brush is weirdly overly sensitive. What's going on?
見事じゃ。
こいつはバッカスだ。
バッカス？
そうだ、バッカスはディオニッソスとも言ってな、酒の神様なんだ。頭部の円盤状の物体は尊い神様を意味する光背さ。
後輩？
神様の背に輝く光のことさ。片手に下げた丸い瓶は古代の四季の一種だ。
じゃあこっちの板みたいのは？
あれはな、閻魔帳といって人間の生前の罪を記しておくノートさ。人は死ぬとその罪の量によって天国に行くものとそうでないものとに分けられる。それがバッカスの信仰さ。
経験って物知りなのね。
それほどでもないけどよ。
やっぱりやっぱり見事である。
お若い子、よくぞそこまで古代史を研究された。その博学に免じてめったによそ者には見せぬ酒神殿の宝冠をお見せするとしよう。さあこちらへ。
ねえ経験、あれは何？
それはだな、大事なもんだ。
大事なもんって？
いいから早く来い。
これが酒神殿の聖なる石棺じゃ。この中身は門外不出でしてな。よそ者は無論わしらの部族の者でも何百年もの間この封印に手をつけてはおりません。
確かに立派なものだ。
しかしじいさん、そんな大切なものを気軽に見せてもいいのかね？
心配なさるな。見ての通りこの石棺は巨大な一枚岩によってその上を覆われておる。このような巨大な岩を密かに動かして中の宝物を持ち去ることなど誰にもできぬわ。
それもそうだ。
How y'all doing, by the way? Is nice weather over there in America?
どこ行くの？トイレそっちじゃないわよ。
バカ、誰がトイレなんか行くか。
That's cool.
門外不出の宝物とやろう。ぜひ見たいんだ。俺のパワードスーツならなんとかあれを開けられると思うのさ。
ダメよケンケン、叱られるわ。
お前は見たいと思わないのか
？Melting. Now I can. Now that you've told me how hot it is, I will correlate it with heat maps, and I'll figure out where you all live and stalk you guys. There could only be a few places that's really hot right now in America.
そうまだ。その昔バッカスの巫女たちが祭礼に用いたという伝説の酒だ。そうに違いない。お誰だ？
待ってください。私ですよ、私。
なんだ、運転手さんか。
びっくりさせんなよ。
それはこっちのセリフですよ。しかしすごいものを見つけましたね。
考古学上の発見さ。これが発表されたら世の学者どもが。
So if I apply cloth ideas here, I gotta find tension points first. So up here, and then there's tension points up here.
ちょっとばかり強力ですがね。
どうして？
あっしはね、昔からアラハスに伝わる謎の秘宝に目をつけていたん
And then
です。
some bunching over
大
here.
金持ちになれますからね。
それじゃまさか。
And
お察し
then
の通りわざと宇宙艇を故障させたんです。初めから
tight first, and then slowly
大仏トーナメントの優勝者なら石棺の蓋を開けられると思ってね。もうじき護衛機体がここに来る手はずになってましてね。そいつらに
are they cloud seeding themselves? Are you guys cloud seeding yourselves to death because of drought? And you guys need, because you guys need water because you're using it for data centers. you're cloud seeding, but then all the clouds are causing the heat to go up and then make it even worse. That'd be absolutely fucking hilarious if that's what you guys are doing. Yeah, but isn't it going to create a more of a greenhouse effect to have the sun not be able to leave in the first place? All the heat is trapped inside because of the clouds. Or maybe I don't understand how all of this works. I wouldn't be the first person who doesn't know what the fuck, how the fucking weather works. What, that they're creating greenhouse effect and it's doing the exact opposite? So I had a good guess then. Because now the heat can is like you're trapping the heat in, like the moisture has nowhere to go. So it hits the cloud and it just builds up a heavier cloud. Like, I understand clouds block sun from entering, but then the moisture has to fucking go somewhere. I kind of want to watch. Kind of want to do a photon marathon one day.
それはだな、大事なもんだ。
Did it go up its butt? What the fuck was that? Is this? Are they knocking its butthole? Was it? Its testicles? Is she hitting its testicles? I'm confused. I wasn't paying attention.
ほら丈夫で何より。
いやーパレよパレ。
村の人たち、殿下。
この酒だるはですね。
ごめんなさい。この騒ぎは元はといえば私が。
いやいやよくやったぞル。
いやよくぞやってくださいました。こんなめでたいことはありません。あそこに聖なる相馬が眠っておることは古き言い伝えにより察しがついておった。だが巨岩に封じられバッカス像に守られて手が出せ。
ほとほと困り果てているところへ現れたのが。
Is that what she's going for? Their balls?
あの相馬を売ればこの村はあっという間にアラハス一の大金持ちになりますじゃ。はは。
ずいぶんお探ししましたよ、殿下。
おお。
おじさんたちは。
皆の者、控えおろう。ここにおわすお方をどなたと心得る。恐れ多くも銀河帝国第108王子マスカット・タイラー殿下なるぞ。背が高い。
このさん、本当に王子だったのか？
何よ、だから前から言ってたじゃない。
殿下、皇帝陛下が心配しておられます。ご盛況はほどほどに訂正へお戻りください。
その前にお前たちも一杯やれ。
しかし我らは。
私の尺が受けられんのか？
いや、では一杯だけ。
命に別状はない。
なんちゅうおっさんだ。
どうしたルー KK、出発するぞ。
はい。
皆の者、世話になった。礼を言うぞ。
待って待って、私も連れて行ってください。宇宙船操縦できるのがいないと不便でしょ。
よかろう、ついてまいれ。
さてどこに向かいましょうか。
私ね、食べ物の美味しいところがいい。
俺はね、このパワードスーツで怪獣と戦ってみてえな。
流行るでない。旅は始まったばかり。これより銀河中を遊び回る。一度よいな。
Is that it? No more Elf 17?
もボロボロ。そう。この手。靴？さあ、こっからお逃げ。いつの間にこんなもん。頼んだよ。
近頃主人の帰りがなんだか早いんです。
I'm gonna watch
Right, your father.
I'm gonna watch my favorite anime.
Like a flash, the invincible slayer Dick Saucer is here.
There's such good proportions. And crazy ass eyes. So sad.
Come on, bitch! How dare you challenge the mighty sword of Ruth, the Red Lightning!
Ah, shut up!
Mom, Dad, will you stop that? If you want to fight, why don't you go do it outside?
Ha! You mean so that you can keep drooling at that sausage guy on TV?
That's Saucer! Dick Saucer! How many times do I have to tell you? Dick Saucer's the biggest singing star in Siva City! He sings like an angel and fights like a devil!
Here's what I think of that!
Now Sly will grow on him!
You're almost as bad as your idiot mother is!
An idiot, oh hubby dear. Please don't mind your father, Mink. I think he's just a little jealous.
He's jealous?
That's right. Your father used to be a very famous swordsman himself, you know.
But there's no comparison between them, Mom. Compared to the shining moon that is Saucer, Father is yesterday's garbage.
All of it. There is nobody in this kingdom who can defeat Ruth, the Great Red Lightning.
Oh! I just remembered the recording I made this morning.
And our very special guest today is the one and only Dick Saucer.
Saucer.
So, you found Ruth, have you?
That's right, your big majesty.
At last. Now that no-good, rotten traitor will pay for his treachery. Ruth was once my greatest swordsman. But when I sent him to capture the Red Dragon, Ruth selfishly ignored my orders and married her instead. For such treachery there shall be no excuse. Now that he is found, Ruth shall be put to death. And once he is dead, his beautiful wife will be mine!
I don't think it'll be that easy, Sire.
That's right, your majesty. Just because a husband will be dead, that doesn't mean that she'll marry you.
You think so?
Well, you know how women can be sometimes, you know.
The king's crashing
You're in a most evil mood, your majesty. However, I can change that.
It's you! I know you!
Who are you again? I'm Rosario. My name is Rosario.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Rodicio. So just why are you here?
Why? Isn't it obvious? Please give me permission to take care of this Ruth, sire.
Let you? And why should I?
Because Sir Ruth is known as the Great Red Lightning and has never been defeated. No ordinary man could prevail against him. Only I, Rosario, can triumph.
So you have a plan, do you?
Yes. You see, Ruth has a daughter, your majesty.
Huh? What? Are you saying that I should take Ruth's daughter instead of his wife? Are you out of your teeny brain?
Oh, what a lovely empty shiny head.
In any case, leave all the details to me, my king. I go.
Good morning, Ming. Good
How
morning.
do you draw these? It's such crazy shapes.
Pia? Hey, look at what my father just brought me. Oh, wow! It's Dick Saucer's new CD! Yes, I asked my father to pick it up when he went to the market in the city. And I heard he's going to have a special concert there in 10 days. A Dick Saucer concert?
Saucer! It's powerful, and it's red, the red dragon.
Oh, but it would take us over a week to walk all the way to Siva City to see it. And besides, they must be sold out of tickets by now. We're so unlucky living way out here in the suburbs. Do you want to listen to my new CD? Maybe I will later, Pia, but I have to go gather food first. Okay, come over whenever you want. Bye-bye, Ming. See you guys! Whenever you want. Bye-bye.
Sorry, I'm just gonna put these references here.
This information should prove useful.
In the suburbs. Do you want to listen to my new CD?
Maybe I will later, Pia, but I have to go gather food first.
Okay, come over whenever you want. Bye-bye, Ming. See you guys.
This information should prove useful.
We're having stew tonight! I sure wish I could go to that concert. Oh? No! Can it be? Is that really a Dick Saucer concert ticket lying there?
Little girl, come and fall into my clever trap.
Wait! Whoever lost this ticket must be a big Dick Saucer fan just like me. And if I take it, she'll be crushed. I have to leave it here.
Now how could that little backwoods tramp have figured out my brilliant trap? But I'll get her.
It's so good by mistake.
You did what? You accidentally killed her instead of taking her hostage? Well, I kind of got a little excited. Just because you're excited doesn't excuse shooting her with 3 poison darts! Don't worry. We can still use the body as bait, can't we? Oh, well, in that case, it's okay. As long as I get Root's wife, I'm cool with it. You're the man, Your Majesty. Yay! Hey, would you like to tell me how it is that a girl can live through 3 poison darts these days? Well, maybe she's not still alive.
Wait a second. Just what did you do to me?
Yeah, she's stuck in a zombie!
A zombie?
It just destroyed my royal...
Bee?
It just destroyed my royal armor! Now, don't get so excited. Wouldn't you like this nice apple?
Oh, I'm so sure! That's probably a poison apple anyway!
Say what? Can it be that my Snow White strategy has failed as well? You fool! I'll not depend on underlings. Now you shall feel the weight of the king's anger! Ah, you destroyed my wonderful super crushing press! You've ruined my king's anger!
Okay, that does it. Now I'm really starting to get pissed.
Stop it! Go away! I'm a king, you know! If you come any closer, I'll cry! Hey, wait a second! Would you like one of these, little girl?
A Dick Saucer concert ticket? Wow! Thank you! Oh boy! Saucer!
Sorry, it's gonna screen cap a few things.
Hey! The exit's over there! Be closer, I'll cry! Hey, wait a second! Would you like one of these, little girl?
A Dick Saucer concert ticket? Wow! Thank you! Oh boy! Saucer, he's so dreamy!
Hey! The exit's over there! Oh, man, that was scary.
I can't take this, young lady.
What? But why not, sir?
Because I'm afraid this ticket is fake, see?
What? No way! He tricked me! That dirty old man! No!
Don't scare an old man like like that. You'll get cursed.
Oh, no, sorry. I didn't mean you, sir. Just what is all of this racket?
Oh, nothing at all, Mistress Vina. And I already have your special seed reserved.
What's this grungy little tramp doing here? What did you just call me? I'm just a poor innocent young girl who's angry about having been tricked by a blockheaded old man who gave me a big ticket! Blockheaded? Tell me, was this old man balder than a baboon's ass with a face like a squash frog? Yeah, that's him. What did you say? That squash frog is my father! Huh? That's right, hussy. I am both the king's daughter and the president of the Dick Saucer fan club, Princess Vina. And all who call my father a squash frog will be royally ass-kicked. But you're the one who said it! No excuses, peon! Are you surprised, dirt magnet? In addition to everything else, I'm also a black sorceress. Golem, attack her! It's not fair! Why do things like this keep happening to me? All right, that does it! Look at yourself, urchin!
Oh, she was kissing.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to kiss you, Exo!
Don't worry, you're not hurt or anything, are you, miss?
I'm really sorry about what just happened. Here's my name and address. Just help me, okay?
Huh?
Oh, what did you just do to my innocent little gnome, you big baby? Could you be a little more obvious? Don't get cocky just because you kissed my saucer by accident, you little hussy. I'm not getting cocky at all, you meanie. Yes, you are. Well, why not? Can't I have a little fun too? I'm just a normal girl who likes saucer like everyone else. You a normal girl? Don't make me laugh, you little snake-tailed trollop. What? Take notes, honey. It's about to get interesting. Dick Saucer is a world-famous dragon killer. A girl with a tail and horns would end up on his wall, not in his bed. If that did happen, the world would turn upside down. What are you, a steroid pusher? You're so mean!
The great Damaramu has come as ordered, Your Majesty.
I have summoned you here for one purpose. There is someone I wish to become very, very dead.
Oh, and what sort of devil is he?
It's a she.
Damaramu's going home.
Hey, hold on!
Why? Does the mighty Damaramu look like a sitter of small children?
But this is no ordinary girl, you idiot! She's the daughter of a dragon!
What? She is a dragon, you say? Then maybe Damaramu will not regret this. I shall do this thing! The mighty Damaramu promises you the head of that dragon! Oh!
Damaramu is my greatest warrior, a giant among men both physically and mentally. I'm sure he'll live up to my expectations.
Damaramu regrets that he forgot to ask who this girl was and what she looked like.
Or maybe not.
Poor Mink, and you were so close. That's a shame, really. It's just not fair. Still, you did get a kiss from Saucer, didn't you? Come on, Mink. Let me get an indirect kiss. Lufa, what is
Hi,
this?
girls. I brought you some tea and... Hey, how about letting your old man have some fun, too?
Dirty old man.
Prince time. If only Mink was human, there wouldn't be any problem. Well, if I was... Kiss from Saucer.
And what she looked...
Sorry, I'm just screen capping a few things here.
dare you? Yes! Hold her still for me, Roshi!
Stupid Venus.
Gee?
What? But not.
Tell me.
What?
People. Or to get an indirect. You did get a kiss from Saucer, didn't you? Come on, Mink.
One second.
You get an indirect. Lufa, what is
Hi, girls. I brought you some tea and... Hey, how about letting your old man have some fun, too?
Dirty old man.
It's time. If only Mink was human, there wouldn't be any problem.
Well, if I was human, there wouldn't be a problem.
Huh? Hey, wait a second. There is a way. Huh? There's the people potion.
People potion?
That's right. It's a legendary potion that's supposed to come from somewhere beyond the Western Mountains. There's a story about a slime which greatly desired to become a human. She used this potion to become a beautiful girl.
Wow. I hate her. It's not fair that Mink can be happy when I suffer a fate far worse. You may be a dragon half, but I'm a slime half! Dearest mother, how I wish you were alive right now. I've decided that I'm going to marry the king.
What are you talking about, Venus?
Yeah, don't be stupid, Venus. Lily slime like us can't marry humans like the king.
But he doesn't seem very human to me.
You're right. He does sort of look like us. But even so, he still won't care for you. He's a human, not slime.
That's right.
That's why I'm going to become a human myself with this magical people potion.
Oh my gosh, you've stolen the mayor's secret people potion.
Now we're all going to be in horrible trouble.
I'm sorry, but love has overruled my common sense.
She became a human.
And so Venus's dream came true. The love blossomed between them, but...
Oh, she's born!
That's right, Your Majesty. And may I say, she looks just like her father.
Oh!
Oh, you're so happy that you're at a loss for words, aren't you, darling? Father lost his last hair from the shock, and now Mother is with the stars. I was so miserable and alone. For 13 years, I studied the black arts, seeking a way to cure myself. And then, finally... At last, I've completed my magic transformation spell! Mother, I've done it! Vina is slime no more! It's only fair that a girl with such a painful past be rewarded for her suffering with someone perfect like Dick Saucer. Mink! I'll destroy you with my own two hands!
Did you say mink?
You mean you've heard of her, Father?
Vina, I want you to stay away from that dragon half. I shall be taking care of her myself.
That will not be possible. Mink has stolen a kiss from my precious Saucer, and she must pay. She is my enemy, Father.
Oh, don't be so selfish! Why don't you go play Monopoly with some of your little friends?
Look at you, terrified of one little fireball. I can't believe you're the king. Silly fool.
That's enough, you tease.
Oh, look! I can see a hole in your pants. I can see your underwear, Vina.
Crushing press!
Oh, well, I guess I taught you, my rebellious daughter, you silly fool.
Don't call me a silly fool! That's a phrase only charming people like myself may use, not squash frog-looking buckets like you!
Stop it! I can't breathe! I can't breathe!
Oh, here's my favorite scene. can't believe.
I can't breathe! I can't breathe!
Literal, like,
If you'll just
little sticks, little paddles.
I can go and get it by myself, you know?
Don't worry, don't worry. I'll be glad to show you the way through the mountains. Besides, I won't just be excess baggage. Look, I borrowed this from my grandfather's room.
Whoa! How did you get your family to let you borrow their magic lightning cane?
I didn't tell them I was taking it. All right, stand back and watch that tree. Spirits of the sky and air, unleash your power over there.
We're doomed. And I see you've invited yourself along. This isn't a field trip, Pia.
Oh, don't worry. I'll be good excess baggage, Meek.
Somehow, I don't think she knows what that means.
I'll just go on home, Pia. Meek and I don't have
How
time
do you draw these? It's so crazy looking. It's so crazy looking. How these proportions are absolutely psychotic. How does one do this?
No, don't make Mappy mad, Lupa. You know I'll always be okay with Mappy guarding me. Isn't that right, Mappy? I hate that stupid mouse.
I, Damaramu, am starving. The great Damaramu just realized that he hasn't eaten in over 2 weeks. Ha 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 ha! How regretful it is indeed that even in his perfection, the mighty Damaramu cannot overcome the pangs of hunger in his mighty belly. Right, Roshi? I said right, Roshi!
Say, I was just wondering why you have a belly button. That's really very odd, you know, especially when you consider that you were hatched from an egg.
Well, I am the product of very strange circumstances. Huh?
You there! Give that little mouse to me! The great Damaramu must have it to appease his mighty stomach of steel!
No way!
No! Can't you see that I must eat in order to stay the pride of the armed forces?
Go away, you big bully! Can't you see she doesn't want to give him to you?
How dare you, wench! You have committed a grievous sin! From that sneaky and treacherous blow, my mighty brain lost 100,003 cells! Huh? That face is the one! I, Damaramu, have found the red dragon!
Did you hear that? I think I may have hit him on the wrong part of the head.
I think he sees a dragon instead of you.
She is the one called Mink. No mistake about that. What fortuitous timing this is indeed! I'll kill you with one swing!
I am not a dragon, you idiot! I'm a dragon half!
Perhaps Damaramu has underestimated the enemy! He shall forever regret this! But now the real action is about to begin! Die, dragon!
I told you I'm a dragon half!
I, Damaramu, will not let you talk your way out of this, you sneaky red dragon!
Let me finish him off, Oops, I think I did. You're so pathetic!
I'm so unlucky!
You can't get away, I won't let you escape! I attack!
I, Damaramu, shall ever regret this.
Why don't you just give up and go back home?
Damaramu gives up not! Roshi! Yes! Hold her still for me, Roshi!
One more step and Damaramu.
I'm gonna wrap up soon. I don't know. I'd like to watch and draw this whole time, but it's all 3 hours. I'll put an end to it.
I, Damaramu, will forever regret this.
If I do stream, it'll be on Picardo.
Your Majesty.
What is it that brings you here, Dick Saucer?
I have heard there is a dragon in your kingdom, Your Highness. If this is true, I beg you, allow me to wield the sword that slays it.
Yes, it is true. There is indeed a red dragon on the
Is that
loose
my
in this
alarm?
kingdom.
Red, the most dangerous kind.
Yes, that is right. Are you afraid, Saucer?
Of course not. I've longed to test my steel against the red dragon. I'm ecstatic.
The red dragon's power
That sounded
is
like my
unbelievable,
friggin' doorbell.
but I know you can do it, Dick.
Does that mean that you're going to allow me to slay this red dragon for you, Your Majesty?
You betcha! However, there is a single catch to this task, my friend. This vicious and evil red dragon disguises itself as this girl!
Huh? She's a dragon? But I think I've seen this girl someplace before.
Way! Saucer's so great! Way!
She may act like that in order to get close to you, but don't let her do it. She's really a vicious dragon. Do you understand?
Yes, I see, sire. I shall leave at once.
Good luck, Dick Saucer. Come now, Mink. It's time for you to fall into your lover's lethal embrace.
Hey, Mink, why are you laughing? Did you think of something funny?
Something good is going to happen to me.
Oh, really? And why is that?
Oh, it's just a feeling.
What can we say? Mink is a rotten fortune teller.
I don't recognize this. Oh, is this not the outro's not playing?
Why didn't you take your armor off before jumping in? You're such a weirdo. I didn't take it off because my mom and dad said never to take it off. Oh, that's right. I've heard that your parents are a little overprotective at times, aren't they?
Well, I think this is overdoing it.
Saucer! It's big and it's red, the red dragon, oh, the red dragon, oh. But do not fear, for Dick is here to slay that dragon. So, I found you at last, dragon.
This vicious and evil red dragon disguises itself as this girl!
Prepare yourself, fiend, for I shall vanquish thee. How can it be? Can this really be a horrible dragon? By the gods, just like the king said she would.
Way! Saucer's so great! Way!
She may act like that in order to get close to you, but don't let her do it. She's really a vicious dragon. Do you understand?
I'm sorry, young ladies. I'm only here to deal with the one called Mink.
Saucer's going to deal with me.
Now you can drop that preposterous disguise, Red Dragon.
I can't believe this! I've wanted to meet you for so long, Mr. Saucer!
Come on!
It's wonderful! I still can't believe it's true! You came for me!
This is getting ridiculous!
It is like something out of a fairy tale, isn't it?
You can't trick me, Red Dragon! You may think you can deceive me with that charming girl routine, but I see right through your insidious plot. Yeah! Huh?
Did you hear? He got me charming! Oh, we're jealous!
Never have I beheld such swiftness. At last I begin to believe that you are the Red Dragon.
Did you say Red Dragon? Well, actually, I'm not, but it's true that my mother is.
Dick Saucer is not so easily deceived. Your horns and wings belie the evil monster inside you. Oh. Why not show us your true form? you implying that I am not good enough to fight with you, Red Dragon?
That's not it at all, darn it!
In that case, Dragon, prepare for my greatest move. Prepare for the ultimate sword stroke, my mighty saucer special. Here it comes! Ready? Aim! Huh? Oh, darn it! I'm supposed to be in a concert right now. We'll finish this later, Dragon. Farewell!
He was awfully rude, wasn't he? Don't worry about those scratches. I'll heal you with my magic healing powers.
Did you hear what Saucer said? These wings and tails sure messed everything up. I guess I've got no choice now but to get that people potion so Saucer will want me!
You're cool!
This sucks. I would have thought the damn Ramu would have taken care of her.
I, Rosario, have a plan, Your Majesty.
What we need right now is a really brilliant plan.
I said that I have a plan!
Does anybody here have a good plan?
You bald moron.
Guards! Get me a rope with a noose!
A joke! Just kidding, sire!
I shall get Mink to enter the Brutal Killer Martial Arts Tournament.
The Brutal Killer Martial Arts Tournament?
The tournament attracts the most vicious and bloodthirsty monsters from all over the world. If she enters the contest, then we can just sit back and watch them kill her. And since you're the sponsor, it shouldn't be too difficult to arrange, should it?
Hey, that's pretty good!
Yeah.
Did I just hear you mention Mink?
Ah, yes, Pina. We have a good idea as to how to deal with her. We'll enter her in the tournament.
Oh, that is perfect! I'll enter too so I can squash that little reptile skag with my own two hands!
So I take it you approve of my brilliant plan, do you?
Yeah, it rocks!
Hey, wait a second. It was I, Rosario, who thought it up, Your Majesties.
Father, I commend you on your brilliance!
It was a piece of cake!
Stupid inbred idiots!
Guards, start a fire with a stake!
A joke. Just a little joke.
I'm afraid that all we have left is 500 camels!
Oh no! We have to get on that plane right away, but I don't think that's going to be enough! 50,000 camels!
That's right, and we don't have any discounts or French fly free plans either.
I guess we'll just have to start selling Mink's favors. How about 10,000 camels for one night with this nicely tailed little piece?
By the way, I just remembered something you might find interesting. There is one quick way that a young girl could earn 50,000 camels.
That man said if I win this contest, I'll get 50,000 camels. Hello?
S tickets are 500 camels and A tickets are 350. What do you want?
Well, actually, could you please tell me how I can enter the tournament, sir?
Huh? Enter the tournament?
That's right.
There, for crying out loud. All right, I suppose I can give you the test. You see, there are so many putzers who want to be in the tournament every year that we can't admit them all. So, we let everybody fight with this as a screening test. Hey, the guardian of the Brutal Killer Martial Arts Tournament, Minotaurus. So far, only 7 people have passed this year. Can you beat him with your skinny arms? Can you, little girl? Ready, go! Hey, if you will just step this way, please.
So Mink is on her way to the tournament, is she? And what's the next stage of my plan?
Don't worry, sire. Rosario has something very wicked up his sleeve.
Gee, everybody looks so big and strong and mean, Mink. Oh, don't worry about it. You're the ultimate killer reptile, remember?
Just who are you calling a reptile?
Saucer. Huh?
Can I have your autograph, please?
No!
So, we meet again. I must admit, I'm a little surprised to see you here in the tournament. But I swear that I will get you this time, you loathsome hellspawn.
Excuse me, young lady. Would you care to try one of my magic stamina drinks before the contest?
Don't be stupid. And anyway, it's probably X-Lax or something.
No way! How in the hell did you know that?
Wait! I'll take one of those, please.
Thank you very much, my sweet young lady.
Oh, Mr. Saucer!
Please take this stamina drink and fight well in the tournament.
Don't worry, I won't lose in the tournament before I meet you, Dragon. But since you're being so insistent, I'll take it then.
You're still a fast operator, aren't you, snake slut?
Princess Vina! Oh, so this is that obsessed girl, is it? She does look mean and stuck up.
I see that your friends have big mouths, but this should keep them from talking. Leave them alone! I'll make you regret that, you lizard hussy! I'll see you in the ring!
Ladies and gentle beings, the brutal killer martial arts tournament is about to begin. For those who are watching this tournament for the first time, let me give you the rules. There is no time limit. Any weapon may be used, and the winner must either kill his opponent or paste this lovely picture of the king on his victim's forehead.
I think I'd rather be dead.
Now, let's begin the battle. 50,000 camels and the glory of victory are at stake. In the first match, two-time defending champion and invincible idol, Dick Saucer. And his opponent, the strongest warrior from Hipoko Village, Guy.
Come on, attack me. I won't even use my sword. What is this? What is this thunder running through my stomach?
And this earth-shaking growling sound.
Saucer is making strange moves. Could this be his new technique?
That damn dragon tricked me!
Why did you just laugh, Mink?
Look at the gratitude on Saucer's face! He's saying thank you for that stamina drink I gave him!
I'm gonna kill her! I know. I'll concentrate by singing.
Saucer starting to sing his theme song. Could he be anticipating his victory already?
Okay, the brown devil is running away.
My God! Saucer loses! What an upset! What a victory for Guy!
You! Just a little miscalculation, Your Majesty.
I'll get you for this, dragon!
I can't believe Dick Saucer lost. He probably wasn't feeling very good today, I guess. But at least that means you won't have to fight him. Isn't that right, Mink? Oh, yeah, that's right!
Don't get too comfortable yet, Dragon Girl. For your first match will be against me.
It's impossible!
Surely you have not forgotten the face of Damaramu, have you, Red Dragon?
Damaramu? But how? You impaled yourself!
One more step, and Damaramu would have advanced 2 full positions in rank and earned 20 camels a week and board. I, Damaramu, will forever regret this.
You killed yourself with your own sword through your own head! We saw it!
Perhaps no ordinary person could have lived through that, Dragon. But I am not normal. You see, Damaramu's brain is very, very compact. And since my brain is so amazingly compact, it was only nicked a little on one side, causing very little damage.
How can anyone's brain be that small?
And now, the second match. The contestants are entering the ring.
Behold my latest plan, Your Majesty. This is a numbing poison bug that I have trained to sting only mink.
Really?
Go forth and sting, my friend.
Well, I see you're as good at training bugs as you are at sorcery.
And now for the second bout. Mink versus Damaramu. Both are first-time contestants.
Behold, Mink. Behold the form of your doom!
Hey, wait! Where did you get all that armor?
Thanks to modern science, I have been reborn. Gaze upon the awesome might and spellbinding fury of Blacksmith Tony's mechanical body! Scream! Flaming Damaramu Light Beam! Damaramu Machine Gun! Damaramu Steel Metal Alloy Feet! And last but not least, Damaramu Finger Water Squirter of Doom!
Don't let him intimidate you! Go for it, Meek! Go for it! That's right! Here goes!
Oh, that really worked! You see? I'm awesome, aren't I, Your Majesty?
Oh, I see you are paralyzed with fright at the sight of Mecha Damaramu. I don't blame you, because your ass is toast! Damaramu Super Alloy Kick! This is for poor little Roshi! And now the water.
Yeah, he did. I mean, this is the first one to do it. It's the source of the joke.
Oh, poor me!
Damaramu Punch! And now to finish it, you die! Damaramu will ever regret this! I have prematurely expended my ammunition while showing off! Well, I'll use my Super Alloy Kick! Damaramu has run out of gas!
My, what a stunning sequence of stupidity!
That means this match is a draw since neither of us can move.
I don't think so, Dragon Girl! Mecha Roshi!
Oh, by the seven gods! Here comes the mechanical bird! But it's so small!
Damn, Blacksmith Tony sure did a crappy job. But wait! I still have my secret pocket Sidewinder Ultra Bomb! Damaramu had forgotten he had one of those.
Oh. Yoshi, come over here, big boy.
Mecha Roshi gets destroyed.
Of course you make it! Damaramu will ever regret this!
Damaramu fell out of the ring! The outer ring is filled with molten lava, folks! No one could survive that! So Mink comes from behind to win! My goodness, the third match is over with just one blow! Boo was no match for Princess Venus Fireball! This is one princess who doesn't fight like a lady!
See that? That's just a sample of what's waiting for you, Mink. With my ultimate fireball and black sorcery, I am invincible. But if you forfeit now, I promise to kill you painlessly.
That's it! I win!
That's right. Just keep pretending that you're not scared to death, Gecko Girl.
Wow! Hazardous was cut in half by Doug Finn! Wham! And Mink moves up to the finals! Here we go! The last semi-final!
Yeah, it's great. It's one of my favorite of all time.
This just in! Doug Finn is the son of a Xanagat the Warlock!
So what? I don't care if you are the Warlock's son. With my fire and sorcery, I'm invincible.
I mean, no, it was always just hanky-panky. This was a manga first.
Hey, why did Princess Vina fall over like that? I don't know. It happened so fast.
Wow, that happened way too fast, folks! Let's see it again in
Slow motion! Doug Finn sneaked up and pinched her on the cheek, then broke her helmet with one blow, all in 1/100th of a second! Great move by the son of a Warlock! He could be the best of all time!
I could win anytime I want, but first I'll have some fun with you.
I can't believe I'm losing to this kid. A kid? Hey, little boy, would you like a great big sucker?
Yeah! Thanks, Dave!
Oh, I bet that hurt!
I knew you'd fall for that. Even though you are Prince and Warlock, you're still just a kid, and everyone knows that kids like candy.
I guess I didn't take you seriously enough, but I'll never fall for a sneaky trick like that again.
Oh, that's chocolate!
Oh, gimme!
Oh, that was too dirty! I mean, good move!
Your body shows your age. And now the final blow, a cheesy cracker!
I don't like cheesy crackers.
You mean a senbei?
And now the grand finale!
You can do it, me!
Grow up and die, Dragon! I'm the one who should rightfully be out there fighting in that tournament right now. Damn you for this, Dragon!
You know why I'm in this tournament, don't you, Dragon Half?
For the money, I guess, right?
Oh, come on, don't play games with me, you reptile!
What did you just call me? I'm no reptile, but I am the daughter of a dragon. That makes me a Dragon Half!
I don't care what you are. It makes no difference to a master demon like me.
What's a master demon?
We demons are the leaders of all monsters and evil beings. And my father, the warlike Azanadeth, is the supreme ruler over all. I know that you have plotted treason against my father, Dragon Half, and for that you must die.
Huh? What are you saying? I've never plotted.
Yeah, I know. I mean, the thing is, you have to understand. This is when tropes were new. This is when these tropes weren't trod to death. So it's like kind of funny to see them and all smashed together.
Hold on a second. I've got to go check what happened in episode
Well,
1 again.
it's because this is right when Dragon Ball Z was in its heyday. So this is all parody based on like shonen stuff. So it was a parody manga. So a lot of it was just making fun of the current manga era, which was the Dragon Ball Z era.
Good morning, Luke. Ah! They cut all my scenes out of the first part of the video!
I told you so, and now you have no reason to fight me, isn't that right?
Shut up, you! A demon doesn't care about story continuity! I'm gonna beat you up anyway!
I'm so scared.
Have a little fire, Dragon!
Oh.
How's it feel to be toast, huh?
Is that the best you've got?
Take that!
The demonic duck bit is launching vicious blow after vicious blow, but Ming's defense is a work of art.
You're still alive! I see you're no ordinary reptile, Dragon Half! But still! Not even you can stand against my enchanted demon blade, Godslayer! I think I'll toy with you for a bit.
Yeah.
You really don't have to do that on my account, but thanks anyway.
I wish he would stop destroying the audience, or at least the broadcast booth.
That won't even scratch me!
Oh, what a blow to Ming! Let me see. I hope he doesn't stop there.
Hey, I saw something's goodies!
I was so determined. I swore that Sasa would be the first man to see me. I swore.
Raging Dragon Punch! Huh? You fool! You can't do anything to this sword! I'm in!
Darth Ben fell into the lava. There's no getting out of that, and that can only mean one thing. The winner is me.
Yeah, I've been doing 3-4 commissions a week. I have I do almost weekly auction, 3 or 4 weekly auctions, but they're all on the auction with YCH. Ah, Twitter, Twitch, don't fucking destroy me. All right, we're good.
What can we do for you?
Well, it's simple. You
Okay, I'll just link the auction site.
We'll do it.
Oh, a girl, a child, a war.
No, it's over. Why is it so short? Why couldn't I get more of this shit? Fuck.
This is Ital, and the Warroid is Zaxxon.
So tell me, Sahari, what do you want?
Well, for starters, let's see. Well, maybe something to eat, I guess.
I can't type into this chat. I'll just give it. Discord me directly and I send it to
3
you.
months since we left Bangor. What about the hidden treasure?
We don't have enough information yet, and our map is too old to be of any use to us. That's why we're looking for leads like this one. So relax, okay?
Yeah, but since Zaxxon only has Warlock's data, his memory is still incomplete. And the general, you remember the one that the Beastmaster was telling us about? He still bothers me.
I know, but listen, right now, let's just get this job done. I'm sure we'll find some really good parts.
Is this the place? Oh, this is grim. I'd hate to work here.
No problem, right, Zaxxon? You can beat this thing the same way you beat the Beastmaster, right?
I don't know.
Zaxxon?
If this thing is so powerful, why doesn't it attack the people above the ground?
Maybe it's programmed to protect something.
Protect? What for?
It's close.
Where?
It's coming.
My railgun didn't work!
You done?
What a beast!
That was a little too close.
So, the heroes of Bangor are having trouble, eh?
Fake?
You're here for the beast too?
Uh-huh. But the hunters that came with me were all killed. So what do you say, Sahari? Shall we join forces?
We'll cut you in for a quarter share. Deal?
But you owe me one. Twice that. Huh?
What up, yo?
Okay, a third. Now make a barrier for me. An extremely powerful one.
Here it comes.
Hear me now, electric fuse. Guard us from danger. Input refuse.
It's on the back of the neck.
Move it, kid.
Did it! We did it!
That wasn't so tough, Ital. Now was it? Ital, behind you!
What a beast. 3 heads for the price of 1, eh?
Become Draken? Wait, this Draken is no longer a threat.
That's cool. I like Phantasy Star. I think it's the more
Impressive.
neglected
What
of the
kind of magic
fantasy
did you
series, but I think it was good. Plus, Phantasy Star 2 had some of the most grungiest fucking music ever.
Where's Zaxxon going?
There must be something the beast was guarding. An underground lake?
Do you think there's treasure here?
Let's just get out of here and collect our reward.
Zaxxon!
Huh?
nice girl like that doing in a place like this?
That's not a girl, Ital. That's an elf.
An elf?
A synthetic human. It appears to be like us, but inside it's a machine. How else could it exist down here?
Elf? How can you be so sure? She opened her eyes.
She's alive! Zaxxon, it is you.
Do you know me?
I'm Sakuya.
Huh?
Have you forgotten about me?
I don't know, bros. Animation seems kind of hard. Why would anyone do this to themselves?
Some reception.
So, did you destroy the beast? The Kampfdrachen?
Ah, so you did know what it was!
Well, not really.
That's okay. Anyway, we took care of it. It's safe now.
Wonderful! Now Metro can be at peace at last. The beast bows down to true heroes.
That's very nice, but enough praise. Let's talk compensation.
Excellent gemstones and competent craftsmen. And in addition,
Ital?
better parts for Zaxxon.
Huh? Who's the girl?
We're not sure. The Draken was protecting her.
Oh no. She's a synthetic human, isn't she? What?
Is there something about this elf you're not telling us?
No, there isn't. We'll give you anything you want. Just hurry up and leave the city and take her with you. Now get out of here.
I feel it. You sent for me, my Jim? Rejoice, Barbarossa. Sakuya has awakened. Sakuya? The moment we have waited more than a century for has arrived.
If Lady Sakuya has arisen, then Zaxxon must have too.
Go, Barbarossa, and bring Sakuya back to me again.
By your command.
How unusual. I've never seen frame construction like this before.
There are hardly any of the original parts in here.
It's hard to tell which parts actually belong to the original frame.
Don't do anything funny to Zaxxon, okay?
We'll take care of him, kid. Relax.
Hey, kid, you saved the city.
I'm worried, Sahari.
Forget that, Ital. What are we going to do about that elf?
Like, the music is so fucking jarring, but it kind of works. I don't know.
Did you see how those old men reacted?
Oh, YouTube sound? Why?
That girl.
But you heard her say Zaxxon's name, didn't you?
It's my request, too. The elf might know something about me. Would you wait until we find out what she...
Policy violations. Was it that single
Ooh, guys,
little boo?
want a girl a little bit pretty. Suit yourself.
Oh, what the fuck? Let me go see what happened.
What's this?
Is it because I'm watching other
You're
YouTube
switching
channels?
his good parts for junk while pretending to fix him.
No, we're not. If his Warroid is really Zaxxon, he wouldn't need stones like this.
Look, he's been out of commission for some time. Scavenger's got the best of him.
Do you want this Warroid's original memory? And parts too?
Of course I do.
Then go to Volgard.
It says live now. Let me see if it's still suspended.
What are you still doing here?
For policy violations.
You got your reward.
I'm gonna have to find out what it is.
You think
Alright, well, I'm gonna end now, see what's going on. Hopefully I didn't get my account nuked. That'd be really fucking annoying.
Where did you get those stones?
I'll talk to you guys
They
later.
were the Kampfdrakens, and prime original parts too.
See you guys.
Your take was a third